she's going to be all right?
Yes. Yes.
At least now she's conscious. She can use her mind to help get herself better. She's going to have all the help in the world.
Listen, this morning she was in a coma, so let's take it a step at a time, all right?
I'm just so grateful. Oh, I could not possibly have gotten through this last few months without you. You know that?
We really are married, aren't we?
Yep.
And we have a family, and I can't imagine why I could have ever thought of saying no to you when you proposed. Life would have been so much duller.
You know, I know you mean that in the best possible way, but for now, please, let's pray for a little bit of boredom. Have you been waiting up here for me like this all this time?
What was so important?
Oh, I was talking to my broker in Tokyo, but suddenly money seems trivial. I was going to dress for dinner.
Well, I brought salad and wine up here.
You thought of everything, didn't you?
Oh, let's stop thinking.
Just one thought, one question, really.
Well, just in case you haven't figured it out, the answer is yes.
Have we decided whether we're trying for a boy or a girl?
Is there a different method, dependent?
Just curious.
Does it matter?
I have a little preference for a boy. We have 2 daughters, and they're both too smart for me. I'd forgotten that, but little Laura reminds me, even at her age, I can't figure out how the minds work.
You haven't done that badly with Sky. Really, she's got a lot to learn. But she's got the brains and the guts to learn it, and she will.
You believe that? You've kept the faith. And you've kept me going, you know that?
So then it's settled, right? If we have a girl, we'll send her back?
Not if she has your nose. Oh, no. No,
Oh.
Here we go again.
I'm going to get rid of him.
Get rid of them.
Hello?
Brooke? Brooke?
It's Stuart.
Do you think maybe that you could watch Scott and Frankie for a while? I've got to take Cindy to the hospital. Brooke?
Yes, of course. Do you want us to bring the boys up here?
No, Frankie's going to be here any minute, and I thought we could just let Scott wait for him here.
Is it serious?
No, I'm just being safe.
We'll be there in a few minutes. It was Stuart. He's taking Cindy to the hospital.
Feels like silk.
It is silk.
Don't you ever wear one of these things twice?
I rotate them to keep you confused.
Well, I'm very confused. I have to be in New York early in the morning.
Time out for some family business.
This is family business if we're ever going to have a family.
Why don't you talk to Barbara about giving Sky her job back?
That's a little soon, isn't it? She's still housebound.
Well, She did research primarily, didn't she? I mean, that's something that she could do at home. She's got a lot of hours to fill between the time that Tom goes to work and the time he comes back home.
That's why I wanted her here.
You lost that argument, remember? Listen, Sky is where she and Tom want her to be. I just think that she needs something more. She needs something else.
Barbara doesn't have to give her job back just because I ask her.
I think she would want to. I mean, she gave Sky a promotion before the accident.
Sky deserved it.
I'm sure she did. And I'm sure Barbara would agree. I think if you called Barbara and told her that Sky was ready to come back to work, it would be... I mean, I'm sure Barbara hasn't said anything up till now because that's what she's waiting for.
You're amazing. You and Sky have never seen eye to eye. And yet you are more understanding and more insightful than I am about it.
I don't know if Sky and I will ever be the best of friends. I think she will always mistrust me because of Tom. But she's trying. And Tom is trying too. And I think if she has a job, it's going to help both of them. Take some of the pressure off.
You're right. Speaking of taking the pressure off, what taking off my tie for me?
I'm just trying to warn you against overconfidence.
Jackson?
Hi, Brooke. Look, I'm sorry to say hi and goodbye in the same breath, but I really need to run. I'll get those numbers to you as soon as I can.
Fine. Good night.
Good night, Brooke.
Good night, Jackson. I didn't know you were doing business with Jackson.
Oh, he just came up with a proposal. I told him I'd look it over.
An investment?
Oh, just an adventure. You know, who knows?
You're so hard to figure out. I mean, you obviously can't stand Travis, and yet at the same time you do business with his brother?
Opportunity makes strange bedfellows. Speaking of bedfellows. Knowing I'm behind the takeover may not help Travis at all. Might be able to use it against him. He doesn't know that I know. That should be good for something. I can take him down right now.
How?
I'm sorry. I seem to always be interrupting the two of you.
Well, that's quite all right. I'm on my way out.
Keep in touch.
Yes, I'll do that. Bye. Brooke?
Mm-hmm. Another mysterious exit by Jackson. What is this venture that the two of you have going?
Oh, nothing important. Ross is back.
That's wonderful. What about his demons?
Well, we all have demons, and I think I may have underestimated his strength.
So it's a good day, is it?
I talked to Sky. She's very excited about going back to work. Thank you for that. Now, if we could just get Cindy on the mend, the whole family would be just fine.
Well, she might be. Stuart called and her fever's down.
More progress, wonderful. Why don't we celebrate? I'll take you all out to dinner.
Oh, what a good idea. Particularly for Sky. I think she and Tom have been spending too much time inside.
Tom.
Let's just leave it at a sigh, all right?
I didn't say a word. Wasn't going to say a word.
Okay.
What do you have on tap for the rest of the day, ma'am?
Well, I had some work I could do.
How about some more of that family business?